it was the shark that we killed, not a whale.
Oh my god, the shark.
Yes. So,
It was so funny.
last time, would you like to recap what happened last time, anybody? While I finish setting this up.
Katie loves to recap. That's what she takes notes.
No, I feel like I talk too much and give too much. It says too much when I do recaps. I talk too much in general.
I don't mind. Stefan can recap today.
Yes, I'll be very brief.
Okay.
We did not did not fight the guy we thought we would fight, and then we fought a shark instead.
Yes. Basically. That is extremely brief.
What else? We found some kind of artifact supposed to be powerful.
Yes, you did.
Did we look inside? Did we look inside, or did we honor the wish of the long dead captain?
We didn't look inside the captain's chest yet, and we still need to skin the shark.
Yes, we can do that right now really quickly. The crafting stuff, I actually, since I had 2 weeks, I looked and I already know what the items are that you'll get from it, but I'm not entirely sure how many you get.
Did you figure out the cannon price? I have that as a highlighted note. Too.
Yes, I actually sent it in Discord for you guys. Should be in D&D, I think.
Cannon 6-pounders, 500 gold, medium objects, +7 to hit, 400 to 1600 range.
That's basically if you repair it, that's how much it's worth and what it can do. If you want to slap it on your ship somewhere.
Yeah, if it can fit on the boat, I say we take it.
If you can get rid of or replace like the ballista or the mangonel with that, and it would just take the place of it essentially. That's basically like, eventually you'd probably upgrade your whole ship with just cannons because they're the best, but
Side by side on these two weapons.
but yes, let's do the crafting. Let me get the crafting thingy open for myself. You killed a giant-ass shark, and I didn't think you would. I thought you would just take the chest and swim out. But you decided to battle it. And you won.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
And Katie, I remember she screamed and I was worried that I actually scared her.
No, I just wasn't expecting to see a token that was like 5 times our size when I looked over. So it startled me. It was pretty funny though.
Yeah. I mean, I left.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Alright, so how does this crafting thing work? Again, how many things do you get from this shark? That is what I don't know.
What is the combat rating of it?
1 second. Gotta open that up. Blip, blip, blip. Okay. Combat rating. So this shark was supposed to be beyond your guys' power. It almost killed half of you, but somehow Bobar miraculously came back to life in the middle of combat, and that was huge.
Did you roll a nat 20?
Yeah,
rolled
he
a
did.
nat on his death save.
That was amazing.
When you roll a nat 20 on your death save, you instantly revive yourself with 1 HP.
Hell yeah. I kicked ass.
Yeah. So that was like a Dale Gribble moment almost. Almost. But then, I remember Shadow's movement fire boom thing ended up killing the shark and saving the party, basically. Because that shark was definitely going to kill Hermes. He was going to die.
That would have been a huge bummer. I'm really glad he didn't. Remy, get out of here. Stop trying to eat my
Because
donut.
I'm pretty sure that shark, if it crit him, he would just be flat out dead. Because I'm pretty sure it would do his whole health and like double his whole health. So I was like, uh-oh, well, Hermes is gonna die.
Yeah.
No, not on my watch.
Anyways, the shark is a challenge rating of 5.
So the DC will be 17 to harvest.
Okay.
So we need first an identify check, which uses intelligence or wisdom plus proficiency if you're trained in. Is this a beast?
Oh, yes, I think it is. Sorry. I'm gonna keep it open. I keep closing it. I should just leave it open while we're cutting it up. Alright. Yes, it is a huge beast.
Yes. Then you need a nature check.
And if you want, Hermes can either do a check for you guys, or he can aid you with the help action. So I will let you guys determine what you want him to do for you guys.
But wait, we need wisdom, but then nature? It doesn't make sense.
Intelligence or wisdom using your proficiency from nature.
What? It doesn't make any sense.
Proficiency?
So you gain your proficiency bonus if you're proficient in nature, but you can use either intelligence or wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
if you're not trained in nature, it just doesn't give you like a bonus.
Yeah.
So I have then a +5 on the roll.
Go for it, Gopar. Alright. You have a
And I
good-
can give myself guidance, I feel.
And if you want, Hermes can give you the help action unless you want to save him for some other check.
No, that would be great. And I roll once, or how often do I roll?
We'll roll with advantage and we'll see what you get. And then we'll go from there.
Is that with advantage?
That's
Yes.
help, isn't it?
Unfortunately, that's already everything in there.
Okay.
Well, that's underwhelming.
13. So, on first failure, it's not a 5 or more. You get mild complication. You lose half of the total materials.
No.
Aw. Who punched the shark too hard?
And then you need to make a harvest check, which covers the physical extraction of material.
Need to do what, sorry?
So that was the identify check. So now you need to use strength or dexterity plus your proficiency in survival to do the harvest.
Oh.
The same DC.
So that was to see how much material you can get, and this is to see what you get. Got it.
The first one is to determine what parts are worth harvesting and whether those parts are in good enough condition to still be useful.
Okay.
So with a failure of less than 5, I assume it's he missed a couple pieces that could have still been used.
Yeah. Got it.
Alright, so strength or dex plus proficiency in survival.
Who's the
I mean-
best at survival?
I have a +7, but if I roll shit again, it won't help much. So I'll let somebody else roll.
Alright, babe, you wanna roll? You got pretty high ones, right?
Yeah, what if Dex or what?
Use strength or dex plus your survival proficiency.
Are you gonna give her guidance, and is anyone
Yes.
going to give her advantage with a help action?
Guys,
Sure.
that's the 1d40 you roll. If only you could use your elven accuracy on harvesting.
Do I have to help back?
You can't shoot everything. That's not how it works.
Oh, she rolled a 19. Hot
Oh,
damn.
nice. Very good.
30.
I think that beats the DC of 17.
Nice
Jesus
job.
Christ. Alright, so a CR5 with
What?
1 failure gives us 1 common item.
Just one common item and that's it?
Yep.
Okay. Then I need you to roll me a 1d2 so that I know which thing you get. Because there were 2 things that you could have gotten.
Do that on the computer. I don't have a D2.
He doesn't have a D2.
Oh, just roll a 1d4 and then odds and evens, basically.
He just rolled it.
I rolled it in the game.
That works too. Okay. So you end up getting the Forceful Bones.
Forceful Bones. Can you
Yes.
actually create a item checklist under player notes, and we can just use that for crafting materials? That way everyone can look at it instead of it being in someone's inventory.
Sorry, what do you want me to do?
Create a note underneath player's note.
Oh, yeah.
Label it just crafting materials, and then you can
Yeah.
just put it there.
Let me put it, I'll put it under player notes and a new handout. And we'll call it crafting materials and put it in all players. And save. There you go.
Alright, editing.
Let me know if it works,
The one
if you can use it, if everyone can see it.
Right. We got a lot of bones.
Yeah, you could have gotten a mercurial hide as well from the shark,
Okay, roll better.
but somehow the hide got too scratched up. But its bones, its jaws basically, are in really good condition. Its teeth, that's basically what you got.
Ah, dang. Sure.
Yeah. Oh, and Katie, you can get meat from the shark
Oh,
if
hell
you
yeah.
want to for cooking.
Yes, I would like to do that.
I will need you to roll an 8. Okay, 8d12. This is a very large shark. It has a lot of meat. A lot.
Okay, hold on.
I basically am just using the dice that you have to roll for its hit points and finding out how much of its health, aka its meat, you can
Ooh.
harvest. Thought that would be fair. So the 8d12 is to find out how much meat you can harvest, And
51.
then you'll have to roll to try to harvest it.
Okay. I got 51 for my 8d12.
Okay. So that is the maximum that you can harvest from it if you roll very well for the harvest. So basically a survival check is what I need you to roll. Oh, crackling.
Do I add anything to that?
I can give you guidance if you want.
Well, I wasn't sure if I added like a modifier. Or if it's just a flat d20 roll.
Did she say survival?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's your
sorry.
survival check, sorry.
I'm sorry. I haven't been sleeping very well the last few
No,
days.
it's good. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, guys.
I was just
That was a
confused
what?
by the question.
Oh no!
That was a 1.
Yeah, it's a 7 total, but you know, that's not 1, so it doesn't really matter now.
Did anyone give her advantage? Or no? It was just the roll with guide. Oh wait, did you add guidance? I guess it doesn't
No.
matter because you rolled a nat 1, but
That was also a 1.
okay.
Eight.
Well, I mean, you can still get some meat, but it won't be the max for sure.
Just cut all the guts open inside the shark. Oops.
Had a little too much fun cutting up the shark, I guess. Alright, we'll just say you only managed to get, like, let me do some math. Hold up, let me get a calculator.
Just enough for one dinner.
We'll say you get... Actually, just roll me a 1d12 instead of the 8d12. And whatever you get from that is how much shark meat you got.
You got an 8.
Okay. So you managed to cut up 8 slices of meat. Some big old shark meat. Maybe you were only cutting for the prime, like the best meat. But you still managed to get some, so you can use that for cooking if you want. Okay. Was there anything else that we had to do before we continued?
You guys want to look in the captain's chest before we go?
Do you want to look at it here or back on our boat?
Oh, I thought we were going back to the boat.
Oh yeah, you guys said that you went back to the boat. You took the shark there.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, is it sealed somehow?
It was locked, but you have the key. It was the rusted key that you found in that other chest.
Nice.
Alright. I shall stick the key in the hole.
And you set the apocalypse free. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Alright. You open up this locked chest. Let me get this really quickly. I have to find the information. Did I already give you the info for this thing? I don't think I did, because you didn't open the chest.
We got the info that it's a box.
Okay.
We do. The necklace, the key to the captain's quarters.
That was the one we found under the shark in the hull of the ship. This is the one from the captain's quarters. There was 2 chests.
Alright, so, Hermes will actually look at this and identify it for you.
The chest?
No. What's inside the chest? The amulet that you found. I'm assuming that's what you're wanting is what's in the chest.
Yes.
Okay. So he found this.
Darkfire Amulet, also known as the Phoenix Fire, is a magical relic that grants resistance to necrotic damage and the ability to never permanently die. However, the wearer must be slain every day or permanently die at midnight. It is a cursed relic.
Phoenix share?
Yeah.
So that is why the captain ended up dying, because he was not killed, basically.
Them dying because he was killed makes sense to me.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Wild.
Yep. So, the perk, you never really die, but the downside, you have to die every day.
So what happens if you die a second time a day? You just immediately come back at full HP, or what happens?
Yes. You're just infinitely alive forever, as long as you kill yourself once a day.
Alright, Bobar, I think you're the only one brave enough to commit suicide daily.
Except Bobar.
He did ask you to take it to his sister, but that is up to you guys. You guys have the option of either keeping it, giving it to his sister, or it is a relic, so, or an artifact, so, taking it back to the guild. Those are your options. I'm sure there's other options, yeah, but...
Yeah. I promised a ghost. I don't want to be haunted for the rest of my life.
True. Yeah, we'll give it back to the sister.
But wait, how does it work? So you drop to 0 HP and then what?
It instantly gives you... Basically, you're back at 1 HP.
I see.
So you just constantly come back.
At 1.
Yeah. So you're basically barely dead or barely alive, whichever way you want to look at it. But you're just like that eternally.
So you would need to somehow, I don't know, before you're going to bed, you kill yourself, you're at 1 HP, and then you go to bed, and then the next day you are full HP again. If you
Yeah,
have
because you'd rest
a
up,
long
yeah.
rest.
Yeah, essentially. You basically just can't die.
Dude, when you
Well,
get to, like,
as long as you, like I said, like, are you willing to kill yourself every day so that you don't die, you know?
Mechanically, they can just do non-lethal and knock you out, though, so...
Mechanically, yeah, this is pretty strong, but it's more like the actual act of sitting there and murdering yourself every day.
She's gonna start rolling on the madness chart.
Basically, yeah.
I think this is a little bit too wild even for Bobar.
Let's go to that kid.
No!
Kid? What? The Dragonborn kid?
It's Freaks alone.
Yes.
I don't even have to look through my notes. I remember his name. Leave him alone.
Wait. I have a question here.
Yes.
So, can we, like, does this also regrow, like, limbs, for example?
No.
Okay,
All it
but
does
flesh?
is makes it so that you cannot die. So you could be hacked to 1 billion pieces. And because you got hacked to 1 billion pieces, you're like dead, but then you're not dead.
No, this doesn't make sense. So if we kill the, sorry if it's a little bit morbid, but if let's say we kill the dragonborn, and then we remove his liver
Oh no.
and eat it,
No.
what happens next?
What is
That's
this?
my child.
What happens next? I mean, he's still gonna be alive.
Without the liver?
Yeah.
Your liver broke partially
Like,
back.
basically, it's a cursed object that makes it so you can't die, no matter what.
I see.
However,
Feels like
you have to die. So, like, you have to kill yourself every day. And if you somehow, in any way that you want to, kill yourself that day, then you will continue to live.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
we remove his lungs,
You're just gonna remove every organ? Are you gonna
I mean,
become
then
organ sellers?
no. But then he basically he is dying all the time, right?
Yes.
Because he has no oxygen.
Yes. Well,
So
1
it's just
HP.
it is permanent condition that he is at 1 HP, and we don't need to worry about anything.
He die every day from suffocation.
Yes, he dies every single
He'd also be in a
instance.
coma because he wouldn't be able to move.
Right.
it's more like you have to basically commit seppuku to yourself every day.
This item's too complicated. Let's just get rid of
Yes,
it.
it's too complicated. Yeah. This
Yeah,
is-
well, we needed to give it to the sister.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Let's sell it to the next pirate we find. That's what the captain would have wanted, right?
maybe, I don't know. It's up to you guys now what you want to do with it. You have it.
All right. I think we give it back, right?
Yeah.
Or we bring it to the sister.
Yeah. Still a reward for us. It'll be fine.
So yeah, you can either take it to her or keep it, or you can give it to Tyoshi, or I don't know, sell it to a pirate, whatever you want to do.
Where
up
does
to
Lady
you.
Astrid live?
Oh my god.
What was that?
I was calling her that.
Where does Lady Astrid live?
Deep
You're
Grove.
Stop calling her that.
Deep,
Deep Grove.
Deep Grove. Oh shit. I guess.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
Is it far?
It's not like super far, but it's twice the distance as our next quest. and
It's,
basically the same thing.
Right over here.
Yeah.
You draw these lines in the map. They're really getting in the way.
The lines that you drew?
I didn't draw them. I can't select them. They're not mine.
Oh,
Let's see. Maybe I did
blue?
it.
the blue lines? These were like the path that you guys were thinking of going. Here, wait, I can, oh, Oh.
They're Ellie lights.
they gone.
They're alley lines.
I didn't do it! Someone is messing with it. I think it's Shadow. Anyways.
Find our route.
Alright, so you guys get back.
I
You
got
guys-
indecisive on what hex we were supposed to go into.
You guys get back to your ship. You cut up what you're able to salvage from this gigantic shark. And then I'm assuming you go to bed since it's like very late. Or
Yes.
are you going to start traveling, or what do you want to do? Are you gonna rest and then travel in the morning?
I mean, we can sail through the night, right?
You can.
I assumed that was part of the travel speed of a boat.
Yeah. I mean, you have been sailing through the night, so I'm just curious if you're gonna stay here, if you're gonna start going, what you want to do.
Everyone good to start sailing out west?
I need a rest, but other than that,
Yeah,
sure,
we can
whatever.
go to bed and leave the crew to man the ship. We got plenty of them.
Okay. You're all gonna go to bed?
Yeah, I'll leave my bird up on watch so you can telepathically wake me up if anything happens.
Okay. So you guys are going to go travel to this hex tomorrow then?
Mhm.
Alright. So you guys are sleeping. Let me make a roll.
No.
That's what I should do. I can turn Linger on.
Alright.
It means when I do like the ruler stuff, it doesn't disappear until I make a new one. So I can map out a route like that.
Nice.
There it is. It stays.
Beautiful. Alright, so, in the middle of the night... No. Alright, this is gonna be a long one here. I was wondering when this would proc. Alright. So, we'll start with Kate first.
No.
No! We can start with Shadow first. I don't care. We can start with Raze.
Okay.
Alright. So, Kate, you're sleeping. And, you start to dream. And this is your dream. And, I can read it for you if you want me to, or you can read it. It's up to you.
She's not far away if you want to read it. Oh,
She's what?
She's sitting on the couch behind me, so...
I can read it for you. Alright, so this is your dream. So, at first there is warmth and the crackle of a fire, and the scent of wild herbs and roasting mushrooms. You're cooking, humming to yourself, content, but then faint at first, a melody drifts through the air, and it's a flute song, both achingly beautiful and heavy with sorrow. It calls to you, pulling at something deep in your chest, and before you realize it, your feet are moving, following the sound into the unknown. And you begin to have visions. The first vision you have is this goddess in moonlight. The world shifts and you stand in a glade bathed in silver light. Before you, a goddess kneels, her hair the black of starless void, her skin luminous as pearl, her eyes twin points of cold, distant starlight. She gazes at you and you feel an overwhelming sadness. A great three-headed serpent suddenly coils around her, whispering in a tone older than the trees. Around them, shadows move, hooded figures chanting in a language that prickles your skin with dread. And then the Black Grimoire appears, a monstrous tome of writhing darkness. It slams shut like a beast's jaws, crushing the goddess and the serpent within. The world trembles, the chanting stops. A voice soft but searing lingers in the air. She is lost, but time remembers. The second vision you have is of the Elder's Fire. The flute songs guides you onward, and now you're standing among ancient elves, their faces lined with centuries, their eyes reflecting the constellations above. They sit around a dying fire, their voices a whisper on the wind. The young do not remember, one murmurs, stirring the embers. For the world has forgotten, another replies. But we who walk beneath her light cannot forget, says a third. Their words settle in your bones like a forgotten memory. The third vision is of the hourglass. Suddenly, sand begins to fall, first in trickles and then in torrents. You look up and realize you stand inside a colossal hourglass, its glass walls stretching into infinity. The sand is not golden but silver, like crushed moonlight. And then, ticking, a great clock's heartbeat fills your ears, each second dragging like a blade across time itself. The world around you spins backward, the sand rising, the fire unburning. The black grimoire cracks open, only to seal shut again. You try to scream, but no sound comes out. The flute songs grow frantic, desperate, and then with a gasp, you awaken.
That was absolutely terrifying.
Jesus Christ.
And now, that's what's happening to Kate. Raze, you also have a dream. This is your dream. You dream. So, the deck, you're on the boat. You're on your ship. The deck is steady beneath your boots. The sails are full with a crisp, salt-tinged wind. The horizon stretches endlessly. Clear skies, smooth waters, a perfect day for sailing. But then, in the distance, a storm gathers. Dark clouds twist like living things, lightning flickering in their depth. You adjust the wheel, turning the ship to avoid it, but no matter which way you steer, the storm remains ahead, as if you're being drawn toward it. The wind shifts, carrying whispers that sound like hissing. And then the sea changes. The water darkens, churning, not with waves, but with snakes. Countless serpents. Their scales glistening like oil, their bodies coiling and thrashing in a grotesque imitation of the ocean. The ship groans as they slither over the deck. Their hissing rises into a chorus that drowns out all other sound. The ropes twist like vipers, the sails sag with their weight, and the world itself feels suffocated, strangled by their presence. And then she appears. Captain Honora's ghost stands at the bow, her form translucent, her eyes hollow with sorrow. She does not speak, she only lifts a skeletal hand and points to a map unfurling in midair. 3 locations burn with eerie light: Dreamstone, Stormshire, and Arkdale. The hissing grows louder, merging with a deep guttural chanting. Words in a language that make your bones ache. The storm swirls faster, the snakes now rising in a tornado of scales and fangs encircling the ship. And then it emerges. A 3-headed serpent, each maw wide enough to swallow the mast whole, its scales white as bleached bone. Its 6 eyes lock onto you, and the world narrows to the gleam of its fangs and the thunder of its voice. You cannot outrun the storm of eternity. It strikes, and you jerk awake, drenched in sweat, the phantom hissing still ringing in your ears.
Gross.
And Bobar also has a dream. Alright, Bobar, this is your dream. Your dream starts out where the sun is warm on your back and the wheat sways in the breeze. Your mother hums as she kneads bread. Your father sharpens his scythe, not a weapon, just a tool. Peace. For a moment, you're a boy again, and the world is soft. And then, black sails. They crest the horizon like a stain. The banner is unmistakable. The one-eyed legion, a red eye weeping blood. The village erupts in panic. Your father grabs his axe. Your mother shoves you toward the root cellar. Hide! But it's too late. The orcs are monstrous, their muscles corded like knotted rope, their strength unnatural. They move like shadows, cutting down warriors twice their size. You're dragged, kicking to the ship. The captain, a one-eyed orc with a face like scarred leather, watches as the chains clamp around your wrists. Then, a flutter of wings. Ice hockey lands on your shoulder. The hawk nips at the lock, flies away, and returns with a key. Somehow it clicks open. Your best friend Yorick grins through split lips. Go! You run. You can see Freedom, a rowboat. Just as you're about to reach it, an angry voice from behind you. Where do you think you two are going? Yorick shoves you into a rowboat and then turns to face the orc captain. For the clan, he roars, and the orc blade punches through his chest. His body slowly loses consciousness as his life force drips out onto the deck. And the captain howls in frustration as you disappear into the heavy mist. You row, the mist swallows you, and time blurs. When the fog clears, you're older, beard thicker, scars deeper. You stand in a place that hums with forgotten power, crumbling arches, strange glowing vines, and in the center, a door. Not attached to anything, just a frame standing on a pedestal. Elven runes curl around across its surface, but only one word is clear: home. A voice, Anora's, whispers, "What truly happened at Eventide? Who is Nulla?" You step through. A flash. You lounge in the crow's nest, the sun warm on your face. Ice hockey perched contently on your shoulders. The sea is calm, the breeze gentle, a rare moment of peace, and then slowly the sky darkens, not with clouds, but with night falling too fast, the moon and stars blinking into existence like startled eyes. And then, black sails. A ship cuts across the horizon, its silhouette jagged like a predator's teeth. Pirates, no mistaking it, and they're heading straight for the Blue Mountain. Your gut twists. The lighthouse there, Durgan's beacon, should be shining bright, but its light flickers, weak and erratic. Then, carried on the wind, screams, the clash of steel, the roar of flames. Smoke billows up, thick and choking, and suddenly you can't breathe. The air is hot, heavy with the stench of burning wood, and something fouler, acid. Through the haze, a sound splits the night, a roar that shakes the very bones of the world. Not human, not beast, something older. The lighthouse's light dies, and in the darkness, two eyes ignite, massive, burning like hellfire, staring straight at you through the smoke. They hold you frozen, a rabbit before a wolf. A voice deeper than the sea rasps in your skull. It is all an illusion. You wake with a gasp, drenched in sweat, Ice Hockey screeching in alarm beside you as he gazes off in the direction of the Blue Mountains. And the dream clings like tar. And that is yours.
Well, that was insane.
And now I will let you guys decide what to do from here on. Just wake up and then, that was weird, go back to sleep.
Would it be clear that this is not just a dream, but an actual, like, magical vision?
How would you tell the difference?
Yeah.
You can make a either just a flat intelligence check, or maybe like an arcana check,
Alright.
if you're specifically thinking about that. Okay.
Well,
For whatever reason, you have had a dream in the past like this, where it felt too real to be just a dream.
my
but
mom is a
for-
priest.
That's true. For whatever reason, you can tell that this is actually... So, remember how there are different gods and goddesses in this world? One of them is the goddess of dreams.
Wait, let me go find that.
You, for whatever reason, can tell that this was definitely a vision sent from her.
Her name's
So you may
Chorus.
have experienced this at some point in your life, or your mom told you about it. Maybe she experienced one.
Thanks, Mom.
But as far as each of you know right now, you think that you are the only one that had a dream. Unless you share with each other, obviously.
What time is it?
Good question.
Also,
It's about 2 in the morning.
So we haven't gotten our full rest yet.
Not yet, no.
Okay, I guess we don't have much of a choice then.
Basically, you woke up in the middle of the night with, well, dream, vision, nightmare, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss and turn and get my minimum long rest, and then as soon as I have my minimum sleep, I'm gonna go to the kitchen and start working.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be going back to bed too. It's too early for this shit.
Talk about it in
Okay.
the morning. Not right now, you know?
Boba, are you
yeah.
heading to bed too?
Yes.
Okay.
No discussion for breakfast.
Agreed.
Alright, so you guys go to sleep. And then, day happens. Probably like 7 or 8 a.m. And you guys move to here. Since you moved to there, I will need you to make me a roll for the weather, the hazard, and random encounters. So, Katie, go ahead and roll a 1d100, and then both
87.
of the guys can roll a d20. 87?
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
87 is high winds. It's very windy today.
Wind's going
And
up.
I need you to roll a d4 for me also.
Okay.
80.
3.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
great.
blowing from the south. The wind
Ah.
is.
Fuck.
So it's blowing you further, well, very strong winds blowing you toward the north, basically. You're not technically going against it, per se. But if you do decide to go against it, it will make your movement basically -10 against it, and if you're going with it, then it's +10.
I mean, we could kind of head west by northwest, but
Yeah.
it's not exactly.
You're basically fighting to keep the ship on course, essentially, because the winds are blowing pretty hard today.
Alright, well. I'm making breakfast.
Oh, also, if there is any battle, all ranged weapon attacks have a -2 attack roll,
Oh!
because the wind is gonna be blowing pretty hard.
Ranged weapon attack?
Yes.
Ranged attacks.
Ranged weapon attacks have a -2 attack roll. Oh, and also their range is reduced by half when you shoot into the wind. So if you shoot southward, I guess.
Maybe you want to do your food
Yeah.
roll stuff?
Ah, yes, if you're cooking anything, let me know. Or if you're gathering anything. Hermes is actually gonna try to gather some stuff for the
Fish stew.
potions today.
Yeah, I'm gonna make try and make some kind of like porridge stew fish situation with the shark and whatever other fish that we have on board, or like rice for breakfast.
Okay.
I got
Oh,
my
what
book.
did the guys roll, by the way, before we do that?
1 to 7.
A what? A 1 and a 7. Okay.
Both nat 20, then a nat 1.
Well. Give me a second here. Shadow.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're gonna have to roll for a hazard though. Because a 1 is definitely a hazard. Okay, let's see. So Shadow, go ahead and roll a 1d20.
Whales.
A 12, alright. Oh! Well, this is fun.
Oh.
I like how I say this is fun and Katie's just like, no.
I'm just here for reactions.
So, somehow you guys got an infestation while you were chilling in the shallows. Something
That's
infested
my-
your ship.
Shark guts all over the boat.
Yeah, it's
So we
definitely
need-
the shark.
We need to see if this is just a minor bug or a very serious bug. Let's see here. I don't think you would get a rat infestation because you were out in the middle of the sea, but this would be more like a illness that's breaking out. So basically, someone brought some disease on the ship. Maybe it was the shark.
Fever.
Shark fever.
Definitely.
Worms.
Alright. So, let's see here. Just need to make sure I know how to do this. I've got the checks, I've got DCs, so I think that the crew also rolls for this. Let's see. Determine how many of the group's checks succeed. Officers and crews consult infestation check result table. Alright. So, let's see. So each day that the ship spends dealing with an infestation requires those aboard to make a group check. So hopefully you guys can get rid of it fairly quickly. Alright, so I need you guys to make rolls. Let's see, the captain, first mate, surgeon, and cook each make an ability check.
Do I do it twice? I'm captain and surgeon.
Yes, you can do it twice. So let's see. So Shadow will go twice. Katie once. Oh no, Katie twice. Yes. So you both roll twice. And let's see. I think it's just. Let's see. I need to make sure I know how you do this. Check takes the place of any other activities officer might undertake that day. So I guess you won't be able to cook today, Katie, because you're trying to deal with this infestation.
Yeah, because you're done.
I guess you can also choose to not make a check today, but it says if no one makes a check for a particular officer, a failure is contributed toward the group check. So I guess you have the option to say, no, I'm gonna do something else and just count a fail toward it automatically. Alright, and then I roll a d20 for the crew. And what is the crew's current quality score? Because that is its modifier added to the d20.
And I got an 18 for my charisma, persuasion, first mate one.
Okay.
And a 30 for my cook constitution one.
Okay. Shadow, roll me a 1d4 so that I know how bad this infestation is.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. This is a serious contagious flu.
Shit.
You bastards.
What did you roll again, Katie? I'm sorry. 18 and 30? Okay. So, you succeeded once and failed once. Shadow, go ahead and make your 2 rolls.
They're in chat right now.
18
Oh.
failed.
Okay, so you have a another fail and another success. The DC is 20 for a serious contagious flu. So it's up to the crew whether you succeed or not. What is the crew's quality score at the moment?
God damn it.
It should be pretty high. I think morale's been pretty good so far.
Plus 6, yeah.
Okay, so they roll a 1d20 plus 6. Do you want me to roll that, or do one of you want to roll that? I will leave it up to you.
What is this for?
The cruise roll.
Basically, either I can roll for the crew, or one of you can roll for the crew.
I do it since I'm morale persuasion nonsense.
Katie wants to do it.
I don't
Okay.
want to, but I think it makes the most sense.
I mean, if you want to.
No.
I'm down.
16.
A 16?
Yeah.
Is that with the plus 6?
10.
Okay. That is a fail, unfortunately. So today, the flu is there. So let's see. Each day that a ship spends dealing an infestation requires the checks. Yes. Okay, so let me see what happens when you fail. You luckily didn't have a total failure. That would be really bad. You just had a regular failure. So all that happens is right now the crew's quality score decreases by 1. So morale goes down. People are getting sick. And yeah. Unfortunately, the sickness is really, really, really contagious and bad, and it's spreading.
Oh, no.
How do I get that up?
Whose idea was it to bring this giant ass shark on the board? The boat?
Now, you can send him on leave for a bit to restore it to a neutral number.
Okay, great.
All
Now that
right.
everyone's numbed out from being sick, can I cook breakfast to try and cheer people up?
I think that would. So,
So,
raise morale at 8 once per day, but that would take your check. And then
Yeah.
for us, lower.
so basically you in order to make your check for the day, you basically have to give up any other activities that you would do for the day as an officer, basically.
Okay, so do we want me to make food for that, or do we want me to do that?
We need you to work on the infestation. If you don't, then it'll auto-fail.
Okay.
Unless the crew and me both roll like 16 or higher.
Yeah.
On all 3 rolls.
I realized we were going to be rolling more too.
Yeah, we have to roll every day to get rid of the infestation until it's gone.
Yeah. Basically, it's gonna be on the ship until you get rid of it.
Work on the infestation on the same day. So since you did the infestation, you can't cook to raise morale.
Got it. Sorry.
Nope, all good. I'm learning too. So yeah, basically someone caught a really bad flu and it's spreading through the ship at the moment. You almost succeeded at getting rid of it, but it is a pretty bad flu. Not the worst you can get, it's not lethal, but it's hurting morale, basically. Alright, so now that that has happened and you guys had the dreams, what would you like to do today? Just keep sailing, or are you guys gonna chat with each other?
We got a little distracted during the flu, but I wanted to tell the others about my vision.
Sure. I mean, you'll be trying to take care of the flu, but at some point I would assume there would be some downtime, like you're eating together.
Yeah.
At some point you'll have to rest to take care of yourselves so you don't catch the flu.
Definitely being haunted by the ghost of Honora.
So yeah, we'll just say that you guys are having your lunch. Oops, sorry, bumped my mic. You guys are having lunch at the moment, relaxing.
Sorry, Katie's going pee.
What's up?
Sorry, Katie went pee.
Oh,
Alright, Bobar, any thoughts on these visions?
I mean, I had a pretty weird dream as well. Not sure what to make of it.
I think we should definitely try to add to those 3 locations we found in the book, because my vision also had those locations.
What were the locations? Your dream?
Dreamstone, Stormshire, and Arkdale, which matches up to the 3 locations we found in Honora's book.
Hmm. Where is this Durgan's Beacon?
I believe that one was the one on the south side of the Blue Mountains.
yes.
The one that went out, so people started crashing into the shallows.
Ah,
Yes. It's basically how do I point? It's technically this hex, because it's like the tip of this hex. Here, wait. It's like here. About ish. There's a lighthouse that's like right about there.
okay. So it would have been on the way. Maybe I should have talked to you sooner.
That's okay.
Catch you on the way back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well, let's go back to Fort Kyoshi at some
you
point.
guys are basically, after you're dealing with the infestation in the morning, you guys are all sitting down at the moment and eating eating some lunch and chilling and sharing your discussion of your dreams or whatever else you want to talk about.
I mean, this is pretty straightforward, right?
Do you feel like it's urgent to get to the lighthouse? Should we turn around?
No.
Alright.
Is Katie back?
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, I was just wondering if you wanted to share anything with them about your dream, or if you guys are going to continue.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna tell them about my dream. I just don't know what the fuck any of it means.
Same.
Well, none of them do.
We both had snakes in our dreams. Did both of ours have snakes too?
No, I had pirates.
Yeah. It wasn't a random snake
It was
wrapped around one of the
or-
pirates, was there?
Old beast thing was. That could have been a snake. You saw two massive burning eyes. And it screamed at us.
True.
At him, I guess.
Your dice are sharp. You could kill someone with that thing.
Yeah, those ones are the sharp edge ones. Yeah, these ones aren't actually as sharp as the other ones. The ones on that, those are sharper. Those ones aren't.
I've dropped that before. Alright, I guess we continue on then.
Yes.
All right.
Durgan's weekend, most likely a pirate tale.
So, are you gonna be setting a watch up for the evening? I'm assuming you're gonna be trying to heal those that are sick as best you can.
Yeah. Standard rotations.
Okay. Bobar rolled a 7, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So nothing happens tonight, luckily. And you guys make it here in the next day. And then I'll need you guys to make your rolls traveling at sea to find out what the weather is and yeah, see if you get more infestation. All right, a 19 and a 10.
65.
Okay. So today it is clear skies again. Very nice skies. Weather is about as perfect as it can be. Luckily, you do not have any hazard today. And, I guess you guys can make your checks to try to get rid of the infestation. So I guess since Katie is rolling for the crew, you can roll 3 times. Twice for yourself, and Shadow twice for yourself, and then once for the crew.
Is yesterday.
Oof.
Victory
Alright.
Council, Persuasion.
Well,
and-
Shadow has 2
Now for the crew.
fails. The DC is 20.
26.
A 26 is a success, so that's 1
21.
success. Okay, that's 2 successes.
Down to the crew.
Crew is a 4.
Aww. Alright. The crew's morale the quality score decreases by 1 again. Luckily it wasn't a total failure again. This is a bad flu, man.
Yeah. This DC is so high, I don't know if we're gonna recover.
Nah, you'll recover eventually. I mean, basically, when you get to a port, the infestation, you can just, like, it'll go away. If you rest at the port, you know? Like, you'll be able to take the time to get rid of it, sort of thing. You might have to spend, like, a day, but, yeah. It's a lot easier to get rid of troubles on your ship when you're at a port where there's more people. Alright. Luckily there's no encounters or anything like that today. Is there anything you want to do on the ship while you are traveling? I guess Bobar's the only one that could do something if he wanted to. Or Hermes, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot to roll for Hermes. He was gonna try to get you guys some herbs. Gather some. I'll just make a quick roll here. Okay. He did not find any yesterday, so he will try again today. Nope. Alright. No luck. Too busy with the infestation.
Worse.
Alright. Will Bobar be doing anything today, or are you guys doing anything today? Other than...
no.
sailing?
Guess not.
Alright. So then... here. And go ahead and make your rolls for the day.
Scared.
Scared? These are the D100, the 220s. 95? Damn. Okay. What is that? Oh. It's scorching heat again. It's very, very hot. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it'll help you break the fever.
Yeah, well,
dehydrate them, that'll help.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's really hot, maybe it'll have them sweat out the sickness. But today it is very hot, so the crew needs to stay under as best they can.
Who after Eber fails?
Well, we got one pass.
What's up?
We rolled all of our checks, and only one of them passed the DC 20.
Oh, okay. Alright, so that would be a,
My morale is lowering by the roll.
Well, good thing your crew was really high morale before this happened. Infestations are rough. Alright, let's see.
Yeah, well, you raise morale and take. I guess we can't because we'd get a total failure and shit would go real bad. Yeah.
Alright, well. Yeah, luckily it's not a total failure because you got the one pass. So, the crew's quality score just decreases again by 1. I hear the misery. All the pain. It's okay, you guys are like one day away from port, and then you can have them all go see the doctor, and then it'll be fine. You're just gonna start kicking people in the water. Alright. Let's see. What were the other rolls for today? 10s? Both 10s? Alright. Well, luckily, no other hazard, and there's no encounter for the day today either. Is there anything you'd like to do today before I move you to Raymore?
Cry.
Cry. Alright. So the night passes. You finally reach Raymore. You don't need to do the travel checks or anything like that, because you arrived. But you can make the infestation rolls check if you want to try to like save a day of spending it just healing the ship / crew, basically.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Got one success.
I got the crew. Nope. One.
Alright. 2 passes out of 5.
Darn. Alright. Alright. So you'll basically have to spend the whole day that you arrived, like today. Just spend the whole day on your ship / basically seeing doctors, and then the ship will be ready, and then tomorrow you guys can explore the town, basically.
Alright.
But your crew's morale does go down again today, unfortunately. By 1.
So does it go up when they're healed, or are we just
So what happens is
choose cooking or healing?
let me find this the morale thing real quick. So
For the staff. I thought you meant like if you wanted to raise morale.
whenever you guys are in a port, it basically makes it so that the quality score of the crew is +4.
Okay, so it does go up. Thank God. So I was meant to use every day for
It basically goes to the highest it can go without you raising it, essentially. They just have to rest for a couple days.
Yeah. For crew's quality score is 3 or lower, the score increases by 1 for each day the crew spends in port or shorter. Vacation time, go get over your flu, get off my boat.
Basically, if they get to stretch their sea legs, then they'll be happy.
send them for a resort day like you did on the low deck. Owner has treated you guys to a resort day.
Luckily, you guys weren't traveling out in the middle of nowhere and got this infestation. That would be rough. But yes, you guys get to Raymore. Hold up. Let me give you a city map. Do-do-do-do-do.
Here's the log for me. You need to find it.
Let's move the party to Raymore.
Find a relic in the quarry, right?
Did it move you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The gourmet anvil. Let's go there.
So, not everything that you can go to is on here. Obviously, the quarry is not on here, but I will tell you that, basically the quarry is, down this little road here to the south. It's
what were we-
off the map.
What was our plan to do there?
There was some relic that we were supposed to get.
Yeah,
I could pick up from there.
Yeah. Whether they're willing to give it to us or not is
Ah, yeah, I
unsure.
remember.
I think we're gonna seal it.
Think you were going to.
Yeah,
So-
Raymore Quarry has an artifact. Small vial? Blood well vial? Why do I have that written down right next to that?
I think that's what the artifact was.
Yes, the
That's
Bloodwell
the
vial
vial.
is what you were sent by Tyoshi to try to find the whereabouts of. He believes that
Okay.
it's somewhere hidden on this island, and he believes it's somewhere in the quarry, based on information that he gathered with time. He and Honora were trying to figure out where this artifact was located for a while.
They didn't know what it did they?
I don't
He did
know.
not tell you. I don't think you ever asked if he knew what it did, but
He gave us 3 quests at one time. How many questions am I supposed to remember to ask and not give it to you?
I know. He did kind of spam you.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't think anybody asked if he knew what it did, but yeah. I don't remember telling you. So if I didn't tell you, then it probably wasn't asked at the time.
I don't have it written down, so I guess not. I guess not.
So, let me explain what Raymore is, other than just a map. So this is actually, Kate, you've been here before. This is where you basically, I don't know how long you were in cooking school, but this is where the cooking school is.
Oh, sick.
I did not
So I
put it
spelled-
on the map at the time, because when I made the map, it was before I made the cooking school. Oh wait, no, it is there. The culinary school. Yeah, I'm dumb. I was like, I thought I put it on the map, but then I was like, wait, I don't see it. And then, yes, this is it. This is the school.
Nice.
So that is where you were for, I don't know, how many years did you train as a cook?
2.
2 years. Okay. A fast learner.
It's cooking.
And this is also where your teacher would be that you knew of. So you might know some people in this town. But basically, sorry, I'm trying to open something. All right. So, Raymore, when you guys get there, it's kind of muddy all the time because it rains here quite often. There's a lot of humidity in this town. So, I don't know if you've ever been to, like, Florida or any tropical place, really, where basically it's sunny and then just out of nowhere it just rains, or it just rains for like a whole day, or, you know, there's a lot of rain here. So usually you can see puddles around the place, and it's a little sticky from the humidity. But this place is very vibrant and colorful despite the rain. It's kind of this blend of a lot of really, really good smelling food. Like everywhere you go, it smells delicious. And everywhere you look, you can see very skilled stonecraft. This place is known for its stone, which is called rust stone. And that is because of its color. It's a very vibrant red, a very rich red stone. So it is very famous for that. And that's kind of what it exports. And usually there's a lot of people trading and coming here to buy either the food or statues or some sort of stonework or just the stone to build something for construction. And yeah, that's kind of the vibe of Raymore. You can hear like chisels clinking constantly.
You guys want to split up, explore the town a little bit, and then we can meet up and head to the quarry? I guess this is our first day. We have to spend a day on the ship, and then we can go to the quarry ring.
Yes, the first day you would have to get rid of the infestation, essentially.
Okay.
Since you failed the rolls, but you will be able to get rid of the infestation. Like, there's people here that can help you. Probably the apothecary people can give you the herbs that you need to heal the sickness quicker. Or even the church, you could go there and there might be some skilled healers that would help out.
I kind of wanted to visit the church regardless.
Okay.
You guys have anything you want to do in town? You want to go visit your cooking store? Cool.
What would each of you guys like to do?
I'll tell them I want to visit the church, pray about the visions.
Okay.
I can hire a healer while we're there.
Sure. Are all of you going to be going there, or are you gonna go and sort of explore on your own?
I don't think I have anything specific to do here. So I guess I would join you.
Okay.
Sure. What is Kate gonna be doing?
I can go with you guys, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. You guys all go to the church?
Leave Hermes in charge.
Alright. Hermes will stay at the ship and watch it for you guys. So this would be the second day that you, or well, I guess it's technically the first day still, because you're gonna try to get some help for the infestation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so Hermes will stay on the ship, make sure people are okay, kind of quarantining the ship so that it doesn't spread to the town.
We don't want to be those people.
You come in our town and the first thing you do is make us all sick. Thanks. Alright. So you guys go to this temple. It's called the Temple of 9 Divine Flavors. How delicious. So this temple is basically dedicated to the 9, and each god is represented, and there's a different flavor or culinary tradition for each god or goddess. So you'll see, like, they have a statue of each figure, and in front of it is, like, offerings of food, and it's all, like, the same food for each one, depending on which god or goddess you're looking at, basically. And the temple is basically, it's very tall, and it's got these, it kind of looks like Greece, you know, with like the pillars, except the marble isn't white, it's that reddish tinted stone. So it looks like red marble, basically. You get there, and one of the priestesses will walk up to you, and she's much older. She's got some wrinkles. She's got very kind of graying brown hair now. Like, it was rich brown at one point, but now it's more gray than brown. And she's got some spectacles on, and she adjusts them and looks at you and says, "Hello, I am High Priestess Leora. What can I do for you today?"
I am Captain Raves. I came to pay my respects while we're in town, as well as, hopefully, if you have anyone available, we could use a healer to deal with a quite bad fever that's spread on our ship.
Oh dear, yes. I will send one immediately. Let me call, Mara? Mara, I need you. There is an infestation on a ship. And the girl walks up and she's like, "Oh dear, okay, yes, which ship?"
I'll tell her the Radiant Sun and give her a description of the side so she can identify it easy.
Okay, thank you. I'll get right on that. And the girl rushes out. She looks a little new.
I'll send the familiar to lead her so she doesn't get lost.
Okay, that's probably for the best. Leora, the High Priestess Leora will say, "Oh, bless that girl's heart, but she's a bit, well, fresh still. We're training her in. She's trying. That's what counts. She has a good heart. This'll be a good learning experience for her, I think."
And then I hope so.
She'll say, "Well, if you're here to worship the 9, we have all 9 gods and goddesses here for you, depending on who your choice god or goddess is. Of course, I worship them all. They're all equal to me."
I'll say I don't have any in particular I'm devoted to, but today I would very much like to pray for Chorus.
Ah, yes, indeed, the goddess of dreams. Right this way, and she'll take you over. And you can see this lovely... Basically, she looks kind of plain for what you would expect a goddess to look like. But she has short hair, and you can't tell what color because it's just stone. But she's got, like, this very simple dress. But what you notice is that she has she's holding like this flute in one hand and sort of playing it in her statue. And in front of her, she's got a bunch of gifts. You see like a couple people knelt down praying and offering some gifts. And actually, what would she get? I think she would probably get these. They're basically just these buns that smell really, really good. This bread. And a lot of them are still steaming hot, so like they just were brought recently.
Is this the same goddess that Katie saw in her vision?
This is not the same goddess. Actually, are you looking for that specific goddess?
Yeah, I'll give a quick glance at each one just to see if it matches up.
Okay. I'm assuming that Katie, you described the goddess in full detail to them that you saw in your vision.
Sorry, she went to the bathroom.
Oh. Is she feeling okay?
Yeah, she's okay.
Okay. I just want to make sure. We can take a break if she needs to use the restroom.
Give her something to get ready.
Yeah.
To grab soon or grab the clothes.
Yeah. I'll end stuff before we start anything too big, so no worries. We'll start bigger stuff tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, the next time we play, but yeah. But I guess if you're looking around, I'll assume that she described to you guys in full detail everything she could remember from her dreams. So if you're specifically looking for this description of the goddess, you don't actually see one.
That's not suspicious at all.
Not one that matches that exact description. There are some that are like similar, but nothing that you could be like, that's definitely it. And this goddess does not look anything like that description. This one looks almost like a young girl playing a flute in like a very simple summer dress.
I'll kneel in front of the statue and then just kind of under my breath be like, "Dear Chorus, we don't understand these visions you've given us, but at least thank you for trying to show us the path. We'll do what we can." And then just kind of sit in contemplation for a few minutes before we go.
Make a perception roll for me.
Why are all my skills so terrible? 18, 20.
Okay.
Nice.
For a second, after you're like contemplating and deep in thought, you think you hear the sound, the faintest sound of a flute playing. And then it disappears.
I think that went well.
What is Bobar doing during all this?
I guess he's pretty amazed how people spent their time.
Is this the first church that Bobar's ever been in?
Maybe not ever, but definitely in a long time.
Right.
And I would imagine where he grew up, it was also not. It was like very rural
Oh yeah.
areas. So
He is from, actually, I think I told you, but if I didn't, basically it's almost like a nomadic tribe. It's almost like, I wouldn't say, it's got some sort of Native American vibes going on with it a little bit. Just a little.
yeah. So I guess he's just standing there and letting it all happen, and he takes everything in, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine this would be very fancy to him.
Yes.
And when he was with pirates, he probably didn't visit a church. Unless it was to raid a church or something. Probably not to pray.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if Katie's back or not, but I don't know if she was wanting to do anything while you were in the church or not.
I don't think so. She must be getting ready.
Okay. Well, if she needs to get ready, we can just stop here for today, and then we can pick it up next time.
Sounds good. We can.
I know it's kind of a odd spot to stop, but
Yeah, it's fine. Sorry.
no, it's okay. I didn't realize I would have 2 hours less today, so
Yeah.
I tried to keep it so that we wouldn't get into anything too big.
Yeah, I think her sister's planning to tell her aunt that she's pregnant today, so she's like, I gotta be there.
Yeah,
So, understandable.
yeah, that's fine. All good. It gives me a little more time to prep the stuff. I mean, I do have stuff ready to go, but, you know.
Yeah. As a fellow DM, I understand.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright,
So
I will
hopefully
see.
today was still funnish. I know you dealt with like a infestation.
Yeah, at least now we're in town, so we can start on an adventure when you start next session.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot to do in this town. And I'm guessing that Katie will want to go and visit her people at her school at some point.
Yeah, probably.
Say hi. But yeah. Alrighty.
Thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Is there anything that you want to do before we end? I know it's kind of a abrupt end, but I don't want to keep her if she's busy.
Probably just head back to the boat, deal with the infection. Unless
Yeah.
we'll work on something.
No.
Okay. I'll just jot that down for next time then.
Good.
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.